All right. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wanted today to dive in for a few moments to integration. Just have a brief discussion around integration. And the timing is perfect as we just finished up the dark room deepening discussions. And now it's time to integrate. And I would say it's always time to integrate. Because in this vessel as a human being, we're having experiences, right? I was about to say always having experiences, but as we progress spiritually and get moving, and some of these consciousness altering practices like breath work, we can really be shifting our consciousness. And psychedelics, meditation, group work, retreats, one part, they're all structured, or hopefully structured, for some shift in consciousness. What isn't always there, and this again depends upon the tradition and the skill of the facilitators and the facilitators' amount of training and expertise in integration. One too many times on my journey, I've just been kind of left afterwards and almost stranded. And that is unfortunate. Very important to be integrating all of the wonderful experiences we have, taking them in, ingesting them, digesting them. So it's not just some neat thing that happened, but actually shifts us and rewires us. So one big story that comes to mind that I'm happy to share is the good fortune that I had in my 5-year psychedelic dive in. First time, and the tradition, 2015, the head shaman guy, the leader, he always said, and he drilled in us, integration is more important than the journey. And that little saying was really helpful for me and has really served well since going through a lot of different journeys and now facilitating with people. I always stress the integration piece and how it's ongoing, right? So I will share my second experience with psychedelics was far out. I was recalling all these lifetimes and things were shifting and, just far out. And again, this tradition had an integration circle the morning after. So in the integration circle, and this was only my second time with psychedelics, and I hadn't done much or any integration work prior to that. But what came up to share and integrate was this relationship spiritually on our spiritual path of integration, disintegration, disintegrating. Whatever your intentions are, whatever your goals are, and we've talked about that a lot here. Midif, I was sharing from the darkroom deepening discussions, and we'll dive into more. That midif, motivation, intention, discipline, integrity, focus, right? All of that builds up for us to have experiences. When we have the experience, then we can integrate it. So that's the overview of integration, because once we do enough integration, then we can start disintegrating into life and whatever your goals are. God, consciousness, awakening, enlightenment. That's the fun dance we get to with enough integration and disintegration and letting them play with each other and keep exploring, keep heading down the spiritual path and navigating this relationship. So I wouldn't say next level of integration is disintegration. I just encourage you towards the relationship and synergy, and would love to hear what your experiences are and wisdom around integration and maybe disintegration. In just a few moments here, we're going to dive into breath work, soul's breath work here, one of my favorite, or maybe my favorite, consciousness altering opportunity. And we will go through that experience and then probably do some integration there. So, very much hope all our friends on social media there can come on over to Zoom. And friends on Zoom, just 1 minute while we adjust technically here.